Hi guys, welcome to the channel again. My name is IK. If you're new, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'll be going through the 7 signs that you need to design your exit strategy from corporate life. Okay, these are 7 signs that you are not designed, you are not made for corporate life. Okay, you've probably been living in it for a very long time now, and a lot is just unsettling for you. These are 7 signs. When you notice any of these signs, even if it's just 3, 4, just know that you need to start formulating your exit strategy from corporate life and to build your own life. Coming up. Number one sign you will notice when you're not made for corporate life is that you're going to feel out of place. This is absolutely inevitable. It doesn't matter the job that you go to. It doesn't matter the kind of colleagues that surround you. It doesn't matter the kind of management that you have. Those things might just be better. Some managers will be better. Some co-workers are going to be nicer. Some work environments will generally feel much more accommodating and more welcoming. But it's only a matter of time before you begin to realize again that you are out of place. You've probably asked yourself a couple of times, like, is there something wrong with me? Is there something wrong with the way I think? Is there something wrong with the way I behave? Why do I feel so out of place here? Why does it seem like I'm just the one who is different and everyone else understands themselves and everyone else functions, properly? And you've tried on so many times, on so many occasions to actually fit in, but you are not meant to fit in. You've tried and tried and tried, but you have to begin to realize that your life is not with the corporate world anymore. You are getting to a stage where you need to begin to define your exit strategy. We can talk about some exit strategies in another video, but right now I'm just discussing the signs you will notice that you're not meant for this life. You're not meant for the corporate life. You've worked your ass off. You've probably been doing it. You just got in and you're feeling totally out of place, and you've been going for months and weeks and years, and you've tried different jobs, but you are absolutely out of place. This is number one sign. You need to begin to design your exit strategy from the corporate life. The second thing you will notice is that you are not being authentic. I talk about authenticity all the time in my videos because this is very important. A lot of people are taking crap and taking a lot of things because they don't know who they are. They don't know themselves. You need to realize the person that you are, and if you have already, you need to own up to the person that you are. If your person, the individual that you are, is not somebody who is blending into that corporate life, or somebody that you are constantly noticing that you have to be a different person to actually function properly in that place. You're just noticing that like you have to constantly change yourself, or you're living a fake life, probably, let's just put it like that, and you're not authentic to yourself. You are absolutely not built for the corporate world, because you've gone from this job to this, from this environment to that environment, and you constantly notice that you have to just put on a show. You have to put on some sort of attitude, or some sort of a person, an individual that you're not. This is another sign. You need to begin designing your exit strategy from your 9 to 5. From that 9 to 5, you need to start building the exit strategy from 9 to 5. The third reason would be burnout. So if you cannot even navigate your job for 2-3 hours, 4 hours, and you're already being burned out, like you are already done for the day, my friend, you need to begin to look at an exit strategy from the corporate life. Because the truth is, it doesn't really matter the job that you do. the important thing here is that your mind just wants to be a little bit more liberal. Just, like you don't want to function in that way where you're constantly conditioning yourself to put up with something that you're not meant to fit into. It's not the right approach. Yes, you can do this. Many people do this because obviously you have to make ends meet. We are not disregarding that. You have to you have to pay your bills. You have to take care of people. But if you are feeling this way and you're not doing anything about it, that is the part that you are responsible for. That's the part that we should hold you accountable, or rather, you hold yourself accountable, because if you are feeling this way, you definitely need to start designing an exit strategy from your job. This one is a very important one because it's almost what is at the base of everything we've been saying here, which is you are a rebel at heart. Okay, many of us right now are just like rebels. Our bosses probably know us as rebels. They probably know you as the person who constantly revolts, or who is, a little bit controversial, or bringing up some ideas that, you're saying some things that do not align with the company's vision and supposed mission statement and whatever. Like, if you constantly feel at the base of your heart that you're expressing yourself from a deeper place, and which would often offend anybody that's like your co-workers, you, my friend, are probably not designed to do this kind of work or to work in a corporate world, because only rebels make change. You constantly have a craving deep down inside you to create a change, to make something different, to just generally be a force of nature that people could emulate, or to also create an impact in the world or in the society. Nobody has ever done that by sticking and maintaining and living in a corporate life for the rest of their life. Nobody, because that hunger is going to continue deep down. It's going to be deep rooted inside you, and you just want to you're just going to burst out one day. So if you are somebody, you've noticed that you don't succumb or conform to many expectations or pressures, and you've noticed this, it's not as if there's anything wrong with you. You're just different. You're just a rebel at heart. And that's okay, because you have been called to a different space, to a different calling, and you have to answer to that. You have to answer to that. If you feel that it's okay to stay there and just, continue to hurt what has been deposited inside you for you to manifest, then it's your business, it's your call too. But I'm encouraging you to start now. If you see this, start now to begin to design your strategy to leave and forge something of your own, that passion or that calling that's beckoning onto you. Another one would be, if you hate injustice, you hate nepotism, you hate favoritism, you hate all that, you just have a strong discontent for such environments, that means you are not built for the corporate life, because that's the place you will find all those things in one. Okay, you are going to find a colleague you were probably hired with that you're doing better than, due to one thing or the other. Maybe they belong to a certain group of people, or they're friends with management, or they belong to a certain race, whatever that's like. You notice they probably get a different sort of treatment than you do, or they are being promoted faster than you are being promoted, or they are being given a little bit more responsibilities and being treated better generally than you are, or even in worst case, being given more raises than you are. This is a huge sign. You need to start designing that strategy to get out of the corporate life, because you can't stand for it. You can't stand for the injustice. You can't stand for the politics. You can't stand for the nepotism and the favoritism and all that stuff. You just can't take. You're just done. If you're done, what do? You get out. and you start something of your own. And this is an encouragement to you, because you will find this in any work environment. I'm telling you, as much as they may try to reduce it, no matter the environment you find yourself, as long as a big corporation or a certain department, where there's a lot of people, where there's a group of people, there are always people that are just going to be very different and not going to function or think the way that you do. If you hate snitches and people who go behind your back to talk to the manager, to say one thing or the other about you, and just like, backstabbing, and you could say something in confidence to your co-worker and they go tell somebody else. Like, if you can just stand any of that, you can't stand the gossip, you can't stand the favoritism, you can't stand any of that. Begin right now. I'm encouraging you, begin right now to design your exit strategy from the corporate world. It's not a place to dwell and die for. If you're feeling this way, not everyone is feeling this way. Not everyone is feeling this way. But if you are, I'm speaking to you. You need to start designing a strategy to get out, to find something else to do. So the sixth one would be that you have a strong desire to be free. You have a strong desire. You just want to be free. You just want to be free to do your thing. You don't want to be answerable to anybody, any corporation, any institution. You don't want your time being dictated. You don't want your life being controlled. You don't want the office in your house. You don't want any of that. You don't want to be waking up early in the morning to quickly just rush to work and come back and be drained and not probably have time for yourself. If you, my friend, have a strong desire to be free, to wake up the time you want, eat for however long you want and not get a 30 minutes break, 30 minutes lunch or 1 hour lunch, watch movies as you want, have your leisure time when you want, have your work time when you want. If you have that strong desire for your time not to be controlled in terms of how many minutes you're away, people watching you, snitching on you and talking about, they were probably away the whole day and acted like they were at work. If you just are not putting up for any of that anymore, begin to design your strategy, your exit strategy right now. Okay? Right now that you still have the time, begin to design your exit strategy. I cannot underestimate the importance of your job and what it does for you or how it saves lives too. There are a lot of people who are in positions that are fulfilling and that actually help people. Okay? But if you are being mentally drained by the schedules and how you have to be answerable, your time is not your own. This is time to call a spade and begin. Start now. Think of what it is. What is it that I could start building on or start doing or start working on that's going to set me free tomorrow from this life that I'm living right now, from this life that I'm in right now, where I have to wake up at a certain time, eat at a certain time, take breaks at certain times, be done with work at a certain time, and then what? Be drained for the rest of the day. What is it that's truly going to set me free from this sort of lifestyle that I'm in right now? If you are discontent with it, that's you are the person that I'm speaking to then, because you have to start working on your exit strategy. The earlier, the better. And the last point that I'm going to make here, which is the seventh and the last point, is that you value family and you value other things that are much more important than money. You are somebody who values friendship, your mental health, your sanity, family, your kids, bonding, having time for things that actually deeply fulfill you, being there for people who care for you and love you, then it's time. It's time you begin to figure out, what can I start doing? What can I start building on right now? Anything at all is always going to take you some time. That's why you start early. No matter what it is you want to start doing right now, it's going to take you some time to build it, to establish it, and for that to start paying off and giving you the reward, and you're living off of it. There are so many things you could start doing. Many people are relying on maybe their investments in terms of their dividends. Many people are relying on their books in terms of paying them royalties. Many people are doing other side hustles, or building on anything at all that okay, typically I control my time, I control my mind, I control how much I make. There are so many things out there in the world that we live in today that you can look into and start doing, so that you can essentially get that time you want and need to spend with the people that care about you, with your loved ones, with your husband, with your wife, with your children. If you are someone who wants all this and you value this sort of relationships, the corporate world may just not be for you. And if you're getting exhausted and all the other points that I mentioned earlier in this video, even if you're feeling at least 3 of this or 4, the corporate world is not for you. You can stay there for now, but your plan is to build an exit strategy from 9 to 5. What is your exit strategy? That's the question I have for you. You can drop that always in the comment section. Let me know what your exit strategy is. What are you building on right now that's gonna separate you, that's gonna set you free from the life that you are living right now, that you are feeling you are being caged, you are being suppressed, you are not expressing yourself and your creativity? What is your exit strategy? Let's hear that in the comment section as well. Again, my name is IK. In this channel, I bring you videos on finance and dating and anything related to just lifestyle as pertains to wealth and as pertains to dating. Once again, thank you for watching this video. Go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.